Greetings and salutations, my Dwags. My name is Chippydip. I am your friend, and today I'm going to show you two very easy ways to get a Bloodstalker in Ark Genesis. The first way I like to call the poor man's way because anybody can do it. All you need for this is a thatch foundation, some ladders, how many depends on how far up your Bloodstalkers are, and a parachute. You also, of course, need blood to tame the stalkers. You'll need a blood extraction syringe to get the blood, which is very easy to make. And a quality of life item you might want to have is a spyglass. That'll let you see what level your bloodstalkers are. Now I've seen a few out here, and I want to go ahead and try to tame a few for you guys. And the easiest way is to, of course, go put your thatch foundation. I've already done so here. And a ladder all the way up to your bloodstalkers. Now what you want to do is go all the way up, either until you get grabbed, or just go until you can't go any farther. Sometimes they drop you, that's why we have a parachute. You want to repeat this process until one of them grabs you all the way up. Otherwise, you could just do it the second way that I'm going to show you. But I want to try to do it the poor man's way to see if we can get some good live easy footage here for us. Now we got extremely lucky and we got sucked up. Now when I go out, I like to have a good ample amount. Ooh, an easy one. Level 20 Bloodstalker. You want to put yourself in third person view. Stare at it, look at its stats. Stamina is 960, very good for something that level. The weight is 360, meh. The health is meh. But let's see the stamina. Anyway, what you're going to want to do is let it grab you, suck onto you for a while. It's going to start sucking blood packs. And now that we have our first Bloodstalker, the very, very easy way, which was with one parachute and a bunch of ladders, which are over there, we're going to tame our first one. And now that we have our first one, we're ready to get our next. And the next is much easier. What you're going to want to do is, when you have a Bloodstalker, point straight up at it, a little bit to the left or the right. Sorry, I've got a little bit of drift on my controller. And with L2, you're going to want to hold it. Now this is very important. While you hold L2, you also want to hold X, so that when you get to that wall, you latch. Boop. Well, didn't work for me because I'm a smart lad. We'll try it again. L2X, and we got grabbed. That's not an ideal scenario because we don't have a parachute, and somehow I didn't take fall damage. We're going to try that again. So get on your Bloodstalker. I recommend getting any crappy Bloodstalker like the one I just tamed. An alternative way is you can hit R2 and just let it pull you relatively close to it. Not close enough so that it swipes you, but close enough so that you get its attention and it doesn't have enough space to drop you. So there you go. Within the span of a few minutes, we're going to get us two Bloodstalkers. Level 50, relatively easy. And the first one was a male, this one's a female. We now have a breeding pair. The levels are low, it doesn't really matter if you want to get started. I recommend breeding any and all Bloodstalkers you get because those funky colors are going to go away when we end the event. I know there's an increased chance of funky colors right now. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I have that wrong, maybe it's just the wild animals. I don't know. Anything I grab, I want to tame, I want to breed. So anyway, the amount of blood packs that it's sucking from me right now, this is an official server, but we are during a 4x event, the Summer Bash of 2020, Summer Festival, something. It's the summer something. But regardless, these are two very, very easy ways to get Bloodstalkers. One's the poor man's way. Everything you see on my hotbar, the first four, that's all you need. And of course the syringe to get the blood. Now to get the blood, I can also recommend a tip while I'm up here getting sucked on. I would make a preserving bin, put a bunch of spark powder in it, put 5 or 6 beds right next to it, all stacked on top of each other. Look at the spark bin, hit square, and then start draining your own blood And I recommend putting a coin in between the R2 button and the little slot in the R2 button. so that you can just watch anime or do whatever you want. But yeah, that was actually a very, very cool, very quick example of, well, it was cool for me because I didn't fail too much and I just got right down to it. But that was a very lucky example of how to tame Bloodstalkers very easy. And I mean, it's really not hard. Worst case scenario, you lose a crappy Bloodstalker. And if you came here just with the poor man's materials, you lose nothing. I came here absolutely naked. I have nothing except for the blood that I drained from myself. Now, as you can see, there's a beam here. That is because I've been draining myself non-stop, mercilessly, to get this blood. And I might as well just show you how to get the blood anyway. This is what I meant. You put a bunch of beds all stacked together. You stand in front of a preserving bin. And you hold R2. And again, like I said, you can put a literal... My favorite type of coin is a nickel. Put a nickel, hold on R2. It'll create a little groove that you can put the nickel in. And then just walk away. Every time you die, just respawn on your bed. And that's infinite blood for you. Well, that's it. I don't really have much else to say. All the other guides that I saw about this were really long-winded, and no offense to any other YouTubers, I like to keep it short and sweet. So maybe if I'm lucky, I could show you guys another quick example here. We're gonna go ahead and actually let's whistle stop. My guy's starving. Who cares? We're gonna hit R2, go straight up to him as far as I can. Whoops, R2 again. R2, R2, R2 to pull myself up, and he just grabbed me. The gods are with me today. So what is this? An 85 female Bloodstalker. So what I like to do to see if I have enough blood is first I'll put them all on my hotbar, just so I can see them as it's progressing. And I like to try to keep track of how many I have. ... XXX, XXX, and it'll put it right back down. So right now I've got a little over 200. That should be enough. This is going to be 20% now. So whatever I've used, just multiply that by 5. That's your amount. That little consumed bar on the left is not always going to be accurate. Sometimes it's going to reset itself for no reason. But yeah, all you have to do is hit R2 right next to it, pull yourself up real quick, and there it is. Infinite Bloodstalkers. And it's a female, so we got ourselves a stud. And I'll just go home and breed this a little bit later. What else can I tell you about these guys while he is getting sucked on? Well, these guys are extremely useful for maps like Aberration. You can go and take rock drakes extremely fast. All you need is 3 or 4 mushroom brew, 2 hazmat suits in case any part breaks on you, but really you just need 1. And I don't know, maybe I'll include it in the end of the video, and maybe I'll make a separate video about how to get rock drake eggs really, really fast with the Bloodstalker. Again, I like to make my videos really short. I guess maybe I shouldn't have included this last part. But, who cares? Let's just let him suck on me for a little more. Now, I like to keep my health really, really high so I can just drain my health over and over and over again. But it's just a matter of preference. 80%. They tame relatively quickly, but then again, we're in a 4 times event right now. Pretty much everything's multiplied by 4 here. At least on the official server that I'm on, so everybody go get them while you can. I'm not a big fan of playing on boosted servers. I like keeping it official, but I do appreciate every time Wildcard puts one of these events out because it gives me an opportunity to show you guys something quick and easy. Alright, so good thing we didn't lose our other Bloodstalker while we were out here. And let's just call them all to us. Oh, what are you stuck there, buddy? Hey, hey. None of that jazz. Time to pop a chip. Do I have to jump anything? Yes, I do. It's gonna be stupid. Alrighty, and that was it, guys. If you guys want to know the coordinates for this location, let me grab the GPS so I can give you exact Can you not? Can you not? Oh boy. I'm so close to so many Bloodstalkers. This tree is my best friend. There's 2 there, 3 over there, So let me grab my GPS real quick. That's another quality of life item that I do recommend having when you come do this expedition. Oh, way legit GPS. There is the GPS. Let's just put that right on the bar. And the exact location of this tree, if you're looking right at it, is 74.1, 69.3. I probably should have opened with that, but yep, this is a very bountiful tree. Also in the dead center of the bog, I don't know the exact coordinates, but there are other trees that are not quite as bountiful, but they're pretty good. I would recommend taking a stroll out here any day of the week. All you need is, again, a thatch foundation, a bunch of wooden ladders, the syringe, of course. These are all very low level things. These are all sub 20 things, so you can even come get bloodstalkers at, you know, level 20 if you want. Level 13 really, because that's all you need for the ladders. But with that, you have my blessing, folks, to go out and get as many spiders as you want. I have a phobia of spiders myself, but I really, really like these guys. They've quickly become my favorite tame in Ark, and they're kind of helping me get over my phobia, but if I see a spider, I'm probably going to kill it. Anyway, God bless you all. I love you. Take care, and goodbye.